Hi there. So in this video we are going to take a look at variables and constants in Visual Basic.NET. So to declare variable we have to use one keyword known as dim, D-I-M, also short form of declare in memory. So we write dim and then let's say my name as string. Okay, so when you write that, your my name becomes a string variable. Okay, now here you can simply declare your my name as, let's say in my case it's Devnami. Okay, now if I use, let's say, console dot write and then simply use my name, then after running the program it should output this string to me. So I use console.read to hold on my console output. Now let me just start and show you the output. Now as you can see, it shows the string output on console. What we did, we used keyword dim, then variable name as, and then string. Okay, and then we declare our variable and added one default value, and then I use console.write method to simply output that on console. Okay, so apart from string you can also use numbers. Okay, so let's say I use my number as, let's say you can use integer. So I have this integer value as 240 and I use my number and I output my number on console. If I execute this, then on console I should get that number 240, as you can see, because I declared that as integer. Okay, now if you use any float point value and try to declare it as an integer, then it will throw an error. Okay, so that's something you have to watch out for. When you are using integer, you have to use whole numbers, and you can use float or double for displaying your these floating point numbers. Okay, now one more thing is the constants that you can declare in your program. Okay, so once you declare a constant, then you can reuse it over and over again in your program. So let's say I have constant, so I'm going to declare that as constant. Okay, and I'm gonna simply type in pi as, and then I'm gonna, let's say, single value for that, so use pi as single, and then declare value 3.142. okay, now if I use simply, let's say, console dot write and then pi and then console dot read, then we can get this constant value on console. Okay, now I can also use, let's say, constant multiplied by 2. Okay, here the value of pi will be this 3.142. okay, so let's just execute this and trying to find out output of our pi multiplied by 2. Okay, let me close this console window. Okay, and you can see we have checked how to declare variable as string and integer. We have also checked how to assign value to our variable, and then finally we checked how to define constant and how to use that. So this was a short introduction on variables and constants.